Welcome back. My name is Mr. Nathan from the Coalinga-Huron Library District, and today we're here with our friends Pete the Cat, and this little person is from the Love Monster. We still don't have a name yet. I'm sure if you guys want to comment on the comments and let us know what his name is, that'd be great. Today we're going to read Good Night Gorilla by Peggy Rathmann, and as you can see, there's green. And so this might bleed through our green screen that we have, and we try and set up a green screen so that you guys don't have to just look at the library all the time. You can see a nice environment in the background. So today we're going to be reading Good Night Gorilla. There's a lot of pictures in this book, so we'll focus on the pictures. So, Good Night Gorilla. You can see there's a gorilla in a cage, and it looks like there's a person with what looks like a flashlight, and the gorilla is trying to get the keys to get out of the cage. And it looks like the gorilla did manage to get the keys and get out of the cage. You can see. I think the person watching may be confused because he is saying good night, gorilla. And obviously the gorilla is not inside of the cage anymore. What's inside of the cage? An elephant. It says good night, lion. And as you can see, it looks like the gorilla is actually the one that's locking up the lion as the zookeeper, I think, is walking away. Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe. And it looks like the gorilla is shutting the door for the zookeeper. Good night, armadillo. You can see the armadillos in there, and the zookeeper, and the monkey. And it looks like all the animals are free, so maybe instead of opening those doors, shutting them, maybe he was opening the doors. That's the good thing about a story. Here we can see the giraffe, the hyena, and the lion, all free. Oh, it looks like they've all made their way to a house because they're sleeping inside. You can see the elephant, lion, the hyena, and the monkey or the gorilla, and then we have the zookeeper. And then the lady says, "Good night, dear." We don't know whether she realizes that all of these animals are in her house. And then everybody says good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. And it's pitch black. It's pitch black except for there's one set of eyes, which means something or someone is awake. The lady turns on the light, and it looks like she's pretty startled to see what's next to her. I think the lady might be walking the animals back to the zoo. think I was right. She says, "Good night, zoo." It looks like the animals have been taken back to the zoo. And then the lady went back home, and you can see that she is saying, "Good night, dear." And the zookeeper says, "Good night." But I don't know if they realize or not, but there's still a gorilla or a monkey in the bed. Oh, there's a little mouse or something in there too, and it says, "Good night, gorilla." The zookeeper and the lady are asleep. And that's the end of Good Night, Gorilla by Peggy Rathmann. And this is Mr. Nathan asking that you check out our website at www.chld.org. Find us on YouTube, subscribe to us, and come back for our weekly books and online story time. And thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.